I don't know, maybe pictures work better, but like, so if I was able to take this column of ones, and I've done a video where I've derived the column of ones, I'll put in the link, to mean Austin Lee Meredith. You can find that all in this 1 by 9 divided by a 1 by 3 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 by 3 and a 1. Okay? Across from it over here, I found my wife. Now, isn't it interesting that this is like a 1? And if you use up the 8th column, or the 9th column, or the 8th dimension of infinite in these 9 cells, and these letters or Roman numerals on the left-hand side, and centered is 322 or your ego column, and you rotate 90 degrees, doesn't it kind of look like a 7 with a line through it for like a 1 of 7? Okay, what's 13? Well, 13 would be the one row here, the bottom row, which derives via Jewish gematria in a video I've made to mean my name upside down backwards and flipped, where the K is used twice because the 6436 is also a 69 top and bottom, or bottom and top, whatever. Now, if I'm 1 of 7 of 13, you have to make a 13. The only 13 I see is the flux capacitor, the 69, 69, 69 making a Y. Now, to make the Y, you have to make an M and a G, because I associate with Shelane Amber Graves. With Shelane, do you see the capital A? Amber Graves, who turned into, like, Shelane Amber Meredith. And if the rule of Q still applies to the G, the GQ rule, a G is the 7th letter, and M is the 13th letter. 7 and 13 is 20. But you have to realize that the G's circled, the M's circled, and they're both circled in the matrix. So you should technically remove 3 because it's like part of it. And if you take 3 away from 20, you get Q, which connects the Roman numerals on the Stairway to Heaven to the 76, connecting the M and the G. GM, General Motors. Okay. So I'm connected to a trinity, a 1 and a 3, or a 1 and a 3, a 13. 1 of 7 of 13. Okay? Now, 110. 110 is the understanding of God. Dog backwards. If our word for the opposite of dog is cat, then backwards cat would be their God. So their divinity in their matrix is tac. It'll be a T, A, C. It'd be the 7, not the G. Sorry. It's be a 20. Sorry. It'll be a 20. It'll be a G plus an M is a 20. It'll be a T, A, and the C will be used, not the D. The Christ will be on their left, not on, you know what I'm saying? It's not the devil anymore. It's backwards. Austin is a 1. Austin Lee Meredith is a 1. My wife's full name is a 7. My name creates the 9 by 9 matrix. The last row creates the matrix, creates the V with the line on top, which creates this, which creates a 13, a 1, and 3 others like it. It creates a tetrahedron, the building blocks of volume in the 3rd dimension, which is a Shelane Amber Graves, or a Shelane Amber Meredith. And a G and an M is a 7 and a 13 is a 20, which is your tac. The divinity in which Shelane Amber Graves and Austin Lee Meredith's people would worship as God. It's all about the GTAC. The building blocks of DNA, it's 2 of 12. Okay? a reason for the 12. The 12 is because it's a 13. Look, it's a 1 and a 3, and that's just a circle 12. You have two swirls, two S's, and you have an SS and an SS, so the double helix of your GTAC, which can be in like infinite combinations, are the building blocks of energy, which are just a 13 or a circle 12. My higher self is Sheila Amber Graves. My wife's higher self is Austin Lee Meredith. She's the one needed to be there. If I'm there, it would be backwards and the bad guys would win. Because I didn't understand it properly until now. I'm not Mother Earth. This is just my maze. This is my prison planet. Without her, I cannot evolve. It's plain and simple. The Matrix tells me this. After this is done and you see it to believe it, you can create a battery, and someone that you love or yourself can be the first human and create a whole civilization of people, and boom, consciousness, because you will be already there. I don't know if things will start booming, but we might get to astral travel at night when we're sleeping to different realities. You could dream of your reality and go visit it and like work with them to create a cellular energy device of their own and your own. Like, you know, maybe when you're sleeping, you're over there helping them build theirs, and when they're sleeping, they're over here helping you build yours until you both have one and it can both coexist. It could be something magical and spiritual and special like that. And every time another reality joins ours, our eyes change, and the matrix is changing because we're going to have another cell identical beside it, but different totally. They be worshiping tax. They worship attack. Let me say it again. They worship attack. They probably have duality flipped. Whereas we have duality flipped in terms if they were the observer. It's the same but different. Okay, so I hope I've incepted the idea into your consciousness that when that other supercontinent or whatever, maybe it fills all the empty space of our UN logo, and in between where the waters are, landmass will appear, but just with very short distance of water all around, maybe in some kind of balance. Like, it's a right eye left eye paradigm. If our stuff's here and their stuff's on the bottom part of the new bubble, then it makes sense that we would think that we're giants, because our stuff would be like a 40-60 split. Ours would be the lower and be more bigger. Theirs would be, the bigger number would be a little smaller. So we would seem like giants to them, but they would seem like giants to us, because everything they see is perceived flipped. And the more and more realities we introduce, our eyes keep changing, and maybe like everyone just keeps getting smaller. It's like breeding dragons. They get smaller in captivity. They have to be free. This has to be divine inspired. There's nothing that will incept and divinely inspire immaculate conception of a thought via inception other than working on it in your sleep with your higher self and remembering it when you wake up. And having a buddy show up when they're asleep in the flesh to help you work on your battery and your matrix and the new matrix, where you're the devil of their reality and they're the devil of your reality, and you have to work together. God and the devil have to work side by side to do this. But it's not God, the devil, Satan, and Lucifer. It's you in the flesh, your gender flipped higher self in the flesh. You have to go through pain for this ridicule, for understanding this, so then your twin flame and their higher self, gender reverse, would be working on it simultaneously. But you could all work on it together copacetically. It wouldn't have to be Joby It wouldn't have to be a job. It wouldn't have to be the story of Job. You wouldn't have to go through the page. It'd be work. It'd be a job, but it wouldn't be Job. Holy shit. It's a paradigm shift. It's cellular energy. It's always been cellular energy. It's been a matrix. It's been a number sequence in the Bible, guy. In the Bible. This is my, and it just has everything to do with me. Not, I'm not even the important part. I'm the inceptor of an idea into the subconscious of another who is in my cell, in my maze, by some cosmic twin flame connection that cannot be described in terms of how beautiful it is. And to have faith that I'm nothing special and neither is she, and we're all alike, just different. And to understand that you have a cosmic twin flame based on the creations of the matrix, of the mathematics of who you are in the flesh. And who that unknown cosmic twin flame is, guy. Like, or known twin flame. Or you can, I don't know, figure it out in your dreams, guy. Who knows? A dream can last a lifetime, perhaps. I don't know, guy. You can control time. I don't know. That's maybe what astral travel is. But, like, a vacation can be a week because you don't come back with amnesia. Because you're immune to mind blasts, guy. Because you've already gone through one and you're waking up from the repercussions of the first initial mind blast. We're waking up, guy. We're catching up to our higher self, which is just our equal, but opposite. Like, you need help from the devil to figure out who you are. Wow, I feel bad for Austin Lee Meredith, man. Like, I've been, like, all wowed about that. And then Sheila Never Graves, and I never made the connection that it's flipped. Like, I'm literally, wow. I've been, like, literally blasting the guy that needs to learn via, like, wow, a higher self from her. Her higher self is attacking him in the flesh. Wow. That means her higher self is attacking my wife. Wow. When she's trying to connect with me. Because we need to be on the same page in different realities. And I think we just both made the realization that who's who. That's interesting. So, yeah. Like, wow. I mean, if you're a writer, I mean, you want to take notes and like journalism and like Rolling Stone magazine, like Almost Famous style, you want to go on the road and take some notes about what I think's going on here, what I think needs to happen. It's kind of cool, guy. So, like, anyway, dude, that's an A. That's capital A. Okay? That's definitely an S. And that's definitely a G. And definitely an M. And an M and a G is a T. They worship tack. That's probably flipped. So, like, like this C wouldn't be... Well, maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe this is the same matrix for everyone, but you just have to look at it differently. Maybe you get some kind of T in there. You obviously get a cross. They cross here. They cross at that one. So maybe that's where the new T is created somehow. What is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 and 7. 23. 23, but you combined a G with an M to make a T, so subtract 3. 20? Maybe it's just instead of a T being a 3 by 3 centered on the 6, it's literally like a 5 by 5 centered on, or a whatever, 5 by these 5 by these 5. That's your new T, but you have to know that you have to subtract in their creation, because their creation is all about subtraction and ours is all about addition and multiplication. Theirs is about subtraction and division. Wow.